gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Louis and Melissa, you're beginning a journey that will hopefully bring you a tremendous amount of joy and happiness, joy, and you will be a source of joy to others. Today's gospel is very poignant. It talks about the indissolubility of marriage. That marriage is for life. That is not a teaching of a pastor, of a conservative clergyman. It comes from the lips of Christ himself. And he gave it as a revelation that this is the will of God from the very beginning. It's a simple sentence, two in one flesh. It means that husband and wife never should think of themselves as being separate people. That does not go over well in today's society. Too bad. It's what works. There was a Gallup poll taken about 5 years ago. It did a survey of marriages that work and don't work. The success ratio, Gallup is not Christian, however, it is the neutral statistician. Took a poll and they found out what it was that made marriages last. The statistics go like this. The average American marriage fails half the time. 50%. If a couple are of the same faith and background, it goes up to 75%. It's all the world young American. If they go to church together regularly, it goes to 90%. If they pray at home, privately, if only grace before meals, it goes to 95%. There's the formula. Louis and Melissa, that's the formula. Don't give up. Jesus blessed marriage by making it the first occasion of his public miracle, by changing water into wine. Even when he was not intending, so filled with compassion that this young couple should be happy and successful from the beginning, that he performed his first miracle. It doesn't take a miracle to keep a marriage going. It does take work. Every good thing takes an effort. And marriage is worth great effort. Married people are the source of a great society. They are the foundation of our Catholic faith, family. Without them, we would have no priests, no nuns. So today, Louis, listen, as you take your vows, know also that you have a partner in Christ himself, who will give you all the graces that you need to make it a success. If you hold his hand, you will never let go of it. Dear friends in Christ, as you know, you're about to enter a union which is most sacred and most serious, a union established by God himself. By it he gave to man a share in the greatest work of creation, the work of the continuation of the human race. In this way, he sanctified human love and enabled a man and woman to help each other live as children of God under his fatherly care. Because God is the author of marriage, it is by its very nature a holy institution. And it requires of those who enter into it a complete and unreserved giving of self. 100%.
100%.
Christ referred to the love of marriage to describe his own love for his church, the people of God that he redeemed by his own blood. So he gave us an example of what married life ought to be, a life of self-sacrificing love like his own. This union then is most serious because it will bind you together for life in a relationship so close and so intimate that it will profoundly influence your whole future. That future with its hopes, disappointments, its successes, its failures, pleasures and pains, its joys and sorrows is not evident now, but they will come. And so not knowing what is before you, take each other for better or for worse, for richer, for poorer, sickness and in health, until death. These words are very serious, and it's a tribute to your faith in each other, that recognizing their importance, you are willing and ready to pronounce these vows. From now on, you belong entirely to each other. You'll be one in mind, one in heart, one in affection. Whatever sacrifices God will ask you to make to preserve this union, always make it generously. No greater blessing can come to your married life than pure conjugal love, loyal and true to the end. This love, then, with which you join your hands and hearts today, may it never fail, but grow deeper and stronger as the years go on. If true love and the unselfish spirit of perfect sacrifice guide your every action, you can expect the greatest measure of earthly happiness that can be given to a man and woman on this earth. The rest is in God's hands. He will not be wanting to your needs. He will pledge you the lifelong support of his grace and the holy sacrament that you are now going to receive.